Miss Abdul-Jana, real quick, then I gotta run. We're working on symbolizing equations. So you have a picture of the equation. First, I want you to take this picture and translate it into the equation or symbol form. I'll wait. Pause the video. Pause the video. All right. So what you should have written down, since there's 2 blocks for x, is 2x. I got 2 little squares, so that represents plus 2. Equals 1, 2, 3, 4. Did you get it? I'll take that as a yes, of course. Now, we're going to solve it using the picture. We're going to solve it using the equation. What do I do first? First step. Over here, to isolate the variable term 2x, subtract 2. And then what you do to one side, do it to the other. So I subtract 2 from over here. Plus 2 minus 2 cancel out. I have 2x equals 2. What does that look like in my picture? Well, over here, I want to get the large rectangles with x by themselves. These little squares are in the way. So what I'm going to do, since they're positive, I'm going to draw the negatives. 0 pairs cancel out. But again, what you do to one side, do it to the other. Do it to the other. So I had 2 negative squares. 0 pairs, cancel out, cancel out. And so what I'm left with is my 2 rectangles. 2 rectangles for x equal to 2 little squares. Same thing. Still not done yet. So we found out 2x equals 2, but what about 1x? So over here, to go from 2x to 1x, I must divide by that coefficient. 2 in front of the x, I must divide by that. 2 divided by 2. 2 divided by 2 again. 1x. What you do to one side, do it to the other. So divide this by 2 also. 2 divided by 2. So 1x must have the value of 1. What does that look like over here? I have 2 rectangles that are equivalent or equal to 2 squares. I want to know, what about just 1 rectangle? So I notice to go from 2 to 1, I've taken half, or I've divided by 2 on the left side. So then I must do the same thing to the other side. 2 squares, I'm going to divide them by 2. So it's the same ratio. 2 rectangles is to 2 squares, as 1 rectangle is to 1 square. And that is how we symbolize equations, with pictures as well as with symbols. Thank you.
Hello again. We're working symbolizing equations 7.5a, but this time we have a different model. If you would take a moment and write down your equation for this model, pause and write your equation, and resume once you've written your equation. All right. The equation that you should have written, over here we have 1, 2, 3, 4 y's. So we're going to put 4y plus 2. And let me add that we're going to be solving this equation for y. We're going to be solving for y. equals, on this side we have 2x's, 2x plus 2. Once again, we want to solve our equation for y, or we want to get the y by itself. In order to do that, we have to take away 2 from here. Whatever we do to one side, we must do to the other. Positive 2 minus 2 eliminates, or 0 pairs. Positive 2 minus 2, 0 pairs, which brings us to 4y equals 2x. Remember, once again, we want to solve for y, which means we want y by itself. For y, we get rid of that by dividing. 4y divided by 4, which would equal to 1y. We have 2x. Whatever we do to one side, we must do to the other. So we have 2x over 4. Simplify that. So that becomes 1 over 2, which equals to 1/2 x. So we see that 1y is equal to 1/2 x. And that's how we solve it for the equation.